I'm Becky Bronstein with Becky with the Good Jokes. I'm here with my tech producer, Billy. Billy, as it turns out, is really, really good at doing voice impressions. I am not. I'm hoping here today that Billy can help me learn how to do some good impressions in a new segment we call Worst Impressions.
The first one that everybody can do, and you should be able to too, because it's really easy. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Danny, you gotta get out of here, Danny!
Daddy! You gotta get out of here! What?
Yeah.
Is that not? Daddy! Is it Danny or Daddy?
You can say Daddy or you can say Danny!
Daddy! I don't watch Star Wars. Alright, who else do we got?
It is a little Jimmy Stewart.
You got him. I'm Jimmy Stewart. I'm going to Washington. Clarence.
He kind of sounded like John Mulaney if he was in Clarence.
Give me the money.
Give me the money, Clarence.
Where's the money? The savings and loan is gonna go under. And here's the thing, it didn't.
Christoph Waltz. He acts like he's just sort of learning English as he goes. It's just a sort of buffering in his brain.
I'm going to tell you.
Now, Becky, you sound more like Kumail Nanjiani than you do Christoph Waltz.
Oh, I can't do Emily. I'm sorry. I'm Christoph Waltz, and it seems the shoe is on sale as a foot. It's not him at all. That isn't him. This is like a guy from like Bavaria in like lederhosen, like yodeling at Oktoberfest. Wow, it's pretzels.
I have chocolate on my face,
yeah. It's Biergarten. His accent is likely what Mozart would have sounded like. I don't want to play the piano anymore, Papa. I don't like the emperor. This shoe is on sale as a foot. I don't know.
Okay.
Who else we got?
I do Robin Leach. I'm Robin Leach.
So good.
It's not bad.
I'm Robin Leach. You need to get more cars. Turning into Patrick Stewart. This is the houses of rich people who have built their empire on the backs of the poor. And this is a fancy ass house with a great big tennis court, which is cleaned and maintained by poor people barely making minimum wage and no benefits.
Ronald Reagan.
He was president when I was born. Nope, never mind. Cut that. I'm young. My birth was announced on Facebook.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. I'm kind of slipping a little bit. Well, Nancy. Well, Nancy and I.
Well, I think trickle-down economics is a good idea.
Kind of sound like a pervert.
And it's gonna work. I asked Nancy if she wanted to go with me to the Soviet Union, and she just said no.
You sound like a guy who's hiding in the bushes.
And I know I do. I sound like I'm peeping into someone's bedroom.
I heard one.
Nancy. What other impressions can you do? What do you got?
I got Vincent Price.
Welcome to a spooktacular evening with Vincent Price. The funk of 40,000 years.
It's the funk of 40,000 years.
It's Vincent Price.
Vincent Price.
Vincent Price, damn it.
I'm Vincent Price, damn it.
I'm the master of evil.
I'm the master of evil. I'm a scary guy. Ah!
You sound like Bert.
Bert?
Bert and Ernie.
Oh, Ernie. I'm Bert.
That's him. That's pretty good.
Ernie. We do the count?
The count, yeah. One.
2. 3.
You sound like Bert's Eastern European cousin.
Bert, I'm in town.
Bert,
I want to come over.
You come over for the Bush
and shashlik and... Yeah, I'm Beavis. I'm a bad guy.
That's not bad.
I'm losing it. Oh, yeah, he gets the... No?
No. Johnny Carson.
I'm Johnny Carson. We got Sullivan on the show. I'm Johnny Carson. I host a show. It's a Tonight Show. It's Johnny Carson.
Right.
I'm Johnny Carson.
No.
Okay.
If you could do Johnny Carson, which you can,
I
But if you
can't.
could,
But if I could.
you gotta slur it just a little bit. And what you've end up with is Kasem.
He's the radio guy.
It's the weekly top 40 with Kasem.
You're listening to the radio, and I'm Kasem. I'm trying. It's weekly Kasem. Every week, here we are, counting down to 0. Okay.
We choose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
It is hard to go to the moon, and we may do it, we might not. And if we don't, we're gonna film it in a Hollywood basement.
No, we're not. We
Because
didn't. No.
It's too
We're
hard
It would be
to go
easier.
to the moon.
In the
Easier
60s, it would be
to
easier
do
to
it
go to the
in
moon
front of a green
than it would be
screen
to shoot it
and
in
fake
a
it.
studio.
No one
No, that
will
is not
ever
true.
know.
That is.
Jackie. Like, I've got a few that I can do.
What do you got?
I can do like an okay Jason Statham. Yeah, Tommy, it's the Germans. That's what he said in Snatch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta drive this car.
Yeah.
And go to a place. He's always kind of the same guy. So this is even more useless. You know the rich lady mouse from American Tail who like organizes, what was her name? It was like Gussie Mausheimer, that like voiced by Madeline Kahn. Money isn't everything. I know, because I have money and I have everything.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
For the 5 people who actually know
No,
who
yeah.
this is. Honestly, I think my best impressions though are like barnyard animals. Because like I grew up on a farm for a little bit when I was a kid and I just had like nothing to do. I got a pretty good goat. I can do a chicken. Rooster, that one was a bonus. I do a cat.
I can do a good duck. You know, kind of weird is your duck sounds a lot like Bert.
You know, from like Super Mario.
Yeah.
Where he jumps. Okay, now we're gonna do some random impressions that we draw out of our little dish here to see if either one of us can do them. Sylvester Stallone.
Oh God.
All right, let's hear it.
Adrian.
That's him!
No.
He was Rocky, right? Like he was running up the stairs, beating his meat, jogging up and down the steps, fighting the other boxers. I'm Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone over here.
It's a dangerous sport. I got concussions.
Can you do Bernie Sanders?
I don't know. Bernie Sanders is basically just like my dad. So like, I don't know, but like really,
Your dad is Bernie
but like
Sanders.
really amped, you know?
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about we. The 1% are stealing this country's wealth, and the youth are not getting their fair share. You want me to be nice at the debate? This is bullshit. We're not angry enough. If you're not absolutely pissed off, you're not paying attention.
You sound like Bernie Sanders if he had starred in Fiddler on the Roof.
No, I'm the only one who can defeat the Tsar in November. Next up, Russell Brand. I was a sex addict, and now I'm addicted to the truth. Next, from the Goblet of Fire of possible impressions, Christopher Walken.
Oh God.
I think I can do it. I think I got this.
All right.
I was on the boat, but I was minding my own business.
Maybe
He's
you
also
did.
an actor who's been in a lot of movies.
I kind of feel like
We're
if
back to John Mulaney again.
We're back to John Mulaney.
I already said I was on the boat.
I didn't kill her.
I didn't kill her. But here's the thing. I did. Back to the dish.
No, one more.
One more. Sean Connery. Can you do Sean Connery?
Yes.
It was green screen. There are men on Mars.
All right.
Marilyn Monroe was an alien. Trust me, I know.